So we just finished the second season. How did you think about how it turned out?
I loved how it turned out. I got to work with some new people. I got to work with B.D. Wong and Chris Chalk for the first time, and that was amazing. And I'm just really excited for season 3. We start production on Tuesday, so I'm really excited. It definitely helped a lot because it's made me comfortable in my own body. I feel like if I wasn't a dancer, I wouldn't be able to play this role because Selina is very confident in herself and her body. She knows what works, what doesn't work. So I think in that aspect, it definitely helped me a lot because I can do more than the average person who, not average person, but you know what I mean. I'm more comfortable in my body.
I can't do it. I consider myself to be an average person, or maybe an average Comic-Con person, but
no, I didn't mean it to come off that way. You know, I hope you know what I was trying to say.
I did have this one. This moment. There was a moment like it seemed like in the last 3 episodes because you come out, you've got your naturally curly hair, and then all of a sudden Selina's got like the straight hair underneath her thing. What's up with that?
I think it was just kind of an experiment to see what we could do to keep my hair out of my face because at the time, with the winter, you know, my hair is naturally like this. I don't have to put any product in it besides water, and so in the summertime it loves it. It's nice and like this, but then in the wintertime I have to dry my hair and then it gets all, you know, rough and nasty, and so my hair started getting in my face and we couldn't figure out a solution, and so we're just like, well, Bruce screwed over Selina in a way. Well, this is how I looked at it. I looked at it as Selina's kind of screw you look, whereas, oh, Bruce, you screwed me over. I look better without you anyway, so I'm gonna straighten my hair. I think I looked at it like that.
First of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Is the writing staff on Gotham open to suggestions? And if so, or even if they're not, what would you like to see done with your character in the next season?
Yeah, they're pretty open and to suggestions and to our ideas, but I like to just kind of go with the flow in a way because our writing team is so amazing already that I don't really need to tell them anything, you know what I mean? But I definitely want to see Selina. I definitely want to do some, like a stunt scene, like a real bad donkey fight scene, you know?
That would be awesome.
With a whip.
No,
not yet?
Not yet. I mean, I think, I believe this, yeah, it was cleared, so I can say this, but Tigress will eventually play as a mentor to Selina, so I think maybe that's how Selina...
What you hear are 100 people twittering right now. Tigress, Gotham season 3.
She also doesn't like him because he slapped her.
Yeah.
And that's not cool either. But then she doesn't understand that Alfred actually does care for her. He does care for her in a way that almost as much as he cares for Bruce. And I think that's a very interesting dynamic because it's this child rebellion against the adult, and the adult is actually kind of trying to help her in a way. But then, I don't know, it's really interesting because they both care for Bruce in the same way, but they have different ways of expressing it. So it's really interesting. It's really hard, yeah. Between takes, I just chill in my chair. I usually eat, but then I make sure what really helps me personally to get in the mindset and to keep my energy up is, and my focus direct, is doing push-ups between takes. I do as much as I can, but I'll usually do 20, and then I'll do it throughout the day, and then eventually it'll add up. And I think the most I've done was maybe like 420 push-ups throughout the day. But it wasn't at once. I don't know, but yeah. So I definitely do my push-ups because when you're on set for 10 hours, you don't really have time to go and run for an hour, you know? So I guess I'd say that.
There you go.
Thank you. In universe.
There you go.
Okay, in the universe, I really love Harley Quinn. She's one of my favorites. But in the show, I'd have to say Enigma is probably my favorite in the show because you feel so bad for him. He's such a weirdo. And Corey does such a great job with him.
He does.
It's so great. So I'd have to say Enigma and Harley Quinn.
Thank you.
And it was a great moment when Selina and Enigma collided each other up in
right? That was so cool.
in Arkham up in the
Yeah.
ductwork. That's so funny. Just that little moment. Like, no, you guys, neither of you obviously expected to see the other there.
Exactly. And they actually built, it was a really big vent, but it was in a garage. So you walk in and it's this really musty, dusty garage, and then it's like, oh, there's the vent that's in the middle of the garage on these wooden pedestals. Yeah.
Of course.
And so it was really funny because Corey, he's so tall, and I'm pretty small, so I can just kind of curl up and be somewhat comfortable, but then he's all like so it was really funny. And then the rat, his name was Frank, and he was the sweetest thing, but I had to act like I didn't like him, so I felt kind of bad. But,
And you can't call him as a Frank. Oh
Yeah,
no, that wouldn't
Frank.
work. That would not work.
We have a tabby at home. Her name is Savvy. We adopted her from North Shore Animal League in Long Island, New York, and she's the sweetest little thing.
Oh, that's
There you go.
Oh, that's it?
All right.
Oh, okay,
Simple.
cool, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so before, I don't know if you want to stay here. I'll
Go
talk.
ahead,
Okay, cool. But when I got the role, we only had Mr. G. Recently, he passed away, but we only had Mr. G, and so I was looking at Mr. G for inspiration for my movement for Selina. So I stalked him for 3 days. I am not joking you. I would follow him. Right, I would basically be bumper to bumper to him, and he would be so irritated with me, and then he would be sleeping, and I'd clap to see how he'd react to the sound, and it sounds like I'm torturing him, but I'm really not. I'm a really good cat owner. But so then we adopted Savvy, so then we had both of them, and Savvy is the epitome of Selina. I kid you not. When I call her, she just looks at me like this. And she won't move. I'll call her, I'll be like, come, and she's like,
Sounds like it.
and she only comes to my mom. She's my mom's cat for sure. So she's warming up to me now, but I mean, yeah. So I use her as inspiration now.